Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of AndrewsFootball.com. Welcome to my 2020 NFL mock draft, pick number 6. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't done it already, there's a button right around here. See it, see it, see it. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Now, in my mock draft, I have the Chargers trading from 6 to 4. Now, I have this trade happening only if the Chargers don't address their quarterback in free agency. I think the two top needs of the Los Angeles Chargers are quarterback and left tackle. Everything else you can work with. If you don't know, about 10 days ago, the Chargers traded Russell Okung, their starting left tackle, for Pro Bowl guard Trey Turner of the Carolina Panthers. My guess is that they're going to solidify the interior of the line and get a tackle in free agency. Now, if they get a quarterback in free agency, the Chargers will stay at 6 and they'll take who they think is the best tackle available. But in this mock draft, the way things are right now, without a left tackle or a quarterback's going to take a higher priority. And with Joe Burrow and Tua off the board at 1 and 3 respectfully, they're going to go ahead and they're going to trade up to 4. The reason why they are going to trade up to 4 is because the Giants don't have a problem with taking a 2021 draft pick, because Joe Judge in his first year, it's a new regime there in New York. Even though expectations are public that they're going to be playoff contenders, realistically, they got a quarterback who's a new quarterback. They have a young defense. They have some issues on that team that they need to get resolved. This is probably year 1 of building the foundation if they're smart. And I think that what they're going to do is say, hey, you know what? We'll take an extra pick in 2021. We'll go from 4 to 6 and take the best player at 6. Well, what needs do the Giants have? All right. Well, the defense is young and extremely talented. Now, this mock draft works with the Giants re-signing Leonard Williams. All right. If the Giants don't sign Leonard Williams, there's a chance at number 6, Javon Kinlaw, a player I'm extremely high on. He could come in and he could be the pick at 6. He would be a day 1 starter if you don't re-sign Leonard Williams. Okay. I think the Giants will work something out. They'll get Leonard Williams. He will be there in 2020. If not, Kinlaw's definitely in play at number 6. Okuda's my number 1 corner. He's a plug-and-play guy. He's definitely in play here. My number 3 player in the draft, and number 3 player overall, is actually Jerry Jeudy. If you remember, in 2015, Amari Cooper was the 4th pick overall. I think Judy's a much better prospect than Amari Cooper. In 2011, the Falcons gave up an arm and a leg to move up to 6 to draft another Bama receiver in Julio Jones. The way I see these 3 is I think Julio Jones is here. I think Jerry Jeudy is just a hair below. And I think Amari Cooper significantly below both of those guys. I love Jerry Jeudy. He comes in, he's the instant number 1 wide receiver on the New York Giants. I think that would be a lot of fun, but they have some talent at the skill position in New York. They have some good receivers already. Evan Ingram's a very good tight end. I think that they have other needs, but Jerry Jeudy is my number 3 overall player. I like him more than Amari Cooper. So would you consider taking him at 6? Absolutely. Now, I've seen a lot of online hype about Isaiah Simmons. I don't see that in New York, and the reason why is that they wouldn't use him as an inside linebacker, not in the 3-4 defense, not a Patriot style of defense. You already got Jabril Peppers at safety. You're not going to put another defensive player or pseudo player when you already got Peppers there, who hasn't really panned out the expectations as of yet. I think they have big expectations for him in 2020, but last year he wasn't the impact player that they were hoping. So I don't see Simmons as an option in New York at either 4 or 6, to be perfectly honest. Now, if New York stays at 4 and Chase Young somehow is available, and I've seen weirder things happen, New York will take Chase Young. He's not really a perfect outside linebacker, but he would fit in this Giants defense. They completely will take him. Another thing is that in this mock draft, if Derrick Brown's available, do they take Derrick Brown, who is a perfect fit? Now, if Leonard Williams is gone, and the way this works, the Giants could stay at 4 and take Derrick Brown and be very, very happy. Again, I think Leonard Williams is going to stay. So in this mock draft with Derrick Brown going 5, I think the Giants are going to say, hey, look, we got Leonard Williams. We don't need him. If Leonard Williams is gone, I think there's a very strong possibility Brown goes to New York at number 4. But in this mock draft, the New York Giants are going to pick at number 6, and their biggest need is to fix their offensive line. You have a second-year quarterback, and I think maybe the best athlete in football playing running back in Saquon Barkley, and he's on a rookie deal, so you got to give him some help. With the 6th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have the Giants trading down and selecting Jedrick Wills, tackle out of Alabama. Here's how this works. He becomes the day 1 starter at right tackle, unless the Giants want to move on from Solder. Then you could look at left tackle, and that's a completely different scenario, by the way. All right, if they're looking left tackle, they could consider Wirfs, who's also a right tackle in college. Andrew Thomas, Makia, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Becton. Those are options if you're looking for a left tackle. Here's how I see this playing out. They're going to draft Wills, put him on the right side for 2020. Day 1 starter, maybe goes to the Pro Bowl. He's going to be good. He's going to be really good. I think 2021, they move on from Solder, move him from the right side to the left side. I know in Kansas City, they did something very similar in 2013 with Eric Fisher. Year 1, they started him on the right side. Year 2, they moved him on the left side. I think the same type of thing can happen. Now, if he shows some problems with speed rushers, they may say, hey, look, just stay on the right side, be a stud on the right side. We'll stay with Solder, or maybe get another free agent tackle. Maybe there's somebody that comes out in the draft. This is my prediction. Wells, day 1 starter at right tackle. He's going to be a stud. 2021, he moves over to the left side. But this is my prediction. What do you think? Does New York even trade out of the 4th pick? And if they do trade down, do they go offensive tackle, or do they go in a different direction? This video shows my opinion. I want to know what you think. Now, tomorrow, I make my prediction of what happens at pick number 7. So, Carolina Panthers, you're on the clock.